Alright, hey everyone, and welcome back to just another night of probably just some Mahjong tonight. I don't know if well, we're gonna start off with some Mahjong, then we might jump off to something else for a little bit, but, sorry I'm late. Gonna start a stream several hours ago, but I ended up I was gonna lay down for about an hour, and my hour nap ended up turning into about 6. So, I was a bit more tired than I, thought I was, apparently. Alright, hey Thomas. Alright. Let's get this going tonight. As you can see, things have not been going too well for me. I'm still on that losing streak. I managed to win one game earlier this afternoon, but I lost another one. So we're sitting down at about 425. So we are getting close to being in danger of demotion here. Hopefully that won't happen. Yeah, definitely did need some sleep tonight, Thomas. I had stopped in at Alright, I'm gonna turn this down in a minute. I had stopped in over at D just for a little while and then was just laying down while listening. So it wasn't 6 hours, it was quite a long bit though. Went a lot last night, I did. Had an incredible night of winning last night. Alright, so we're just gonna jump into a moon room, I think, and just play I'll just do an east only. Yeah, we'll just do an east only to start off, see how things go. Oh, got in there quick. We'll see how things go here. And take it from there. Hopefully we won't just get the crap kicked out of us. Earlier today. Same thing. Sorry, I'm eating some Father's Day. Cheesecake. Anyway, hope everyone had a good Father's Day. I know that's almost over, but what, Juneteenth tomorrow? So I guess happy Juneteenth. Are you supposed to say happy Juneteenth to people? Is it like a holiday where you're supposed to say happy whatever to them? I know it's like weird, like on Memorial Day when people say happy Memorial Day, since it's a holiday to honor the people who died, so I mean, we're almost there. We have 5, 6, 7. Probably just cut off the 8. There we go. What can we get? A 3 or 6? I mean, still enough left, I guess. Justify calling for you. It's just not going to be a big hand, but might as well at least try and go for this one. Get a few points, maybe get a small point cushion here, so when we inevitably start getting smacked around. It won't be so bad. Today was just another day. Yeah, pretty much for me too. Didn't really do anything. Hey John, you did go to work early and you're, oh wow, already home, that's cool. Yeah, I'd say that's a lot better than having to work until 6 a.m. Oh, we'll probably play for a while tonight. Well, we'll do something for a little while tonight. I screwed up. Tomorrow's not my doctor's appointment. Apparently today is not the 19th, and My appointment's on the 20th. For some reason, all day yesterday, I was thinking yesterday, 18th, and today was the 19th. So, we're doing that a lot lately, where it's been like a day off.
Cheat.
Yeah, we had 50 some tiles to go. We were, alright, finally, I was gonna say. Good Lord. 50 tiles available. We can't even get it until last two. Alright, so 6, 7, 8, a 5, and a 6. Tomorrow should be easy. The building is closed, so I should not have to do nothing wrong with a nice, easy, relaxing day at work. That's for sure. Well, I actually don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow now. Since I was figuring tomorrow was going to be Doctor Day. I say later today. Even though I usually like to keep the door tiles around. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to utilize it. Yeah, so, I mean, we might as well just... I mean, we can go for the 3, I guess. It's only a single-sided weight. I kind of would rather have a double, but... I mean, we're only playing an East round, so we might as well just go for it. Hopefully the reach will put everybody kind of in a defensive mode. And then, maybe we'll get our tile. We need a little bit faster, because that took way too long last time. Lead. Like Matthew's having trouble finding a game to play. I kept looking on YouTube before I started to make sure he wasn't streaming, because I saw he logged into a Half-Life when I was just about to get started. Then I saw another notification come up for a different game, and then just popped up again. He just logged into Fable. Oh, come on. We had a good start there. And they had to abort that one. Alright, I think we're gonna do this. 3, 4, 6. You saw the Steam notifications too. What, 9? I played Fable a long time ago. It wasn't that terrible. 7, 8. We could have kept that now. Oh well. I'm gonna get rid of this net. I have a feeling we're not gonna win. That, well, put him now. 3. We're pretty close. We only have 1. We're still about 3 tiles away. Yeah, we can do that. We need a pair anyway. Pair that up. We'll leave the 2s down here, but if we get a 1 or a 4, we can just cut the 2 off. A little bit more of a A little bit better tile weight than we had having that east tile, so always do 6 also. Damn it, Ty. Damn it. Matthew, you're covering the tile up.
C! ありがとう
I mean, I kind of would rather. I mean, if we can't draw a 9 or a 6 ourselves, I'd rather just cut this off. Cut these 2 tiles, just because. I mean, even if we like got another 2, oh, or it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say if we had got something else where when those final 2 tiles would be what would be the sequence we were waiting on, we'd be very 10. Hey, alright, at least we get that 1 drawback. We're gonna pawn that. We're gonna go ahead. This 3. Pawn that. Rid of the west. Then we're gonna hold the east just in case we draw one. But now we don't really have much here. We just have the 1. We're getting all terminal tiles now, so I mean we probably could have went for like a 13 orphan hand, just did 1 of every terminal and honor tile, but that ship has sailed.
C.
Uh oh. Okay, we're gonna hold that for a minute. We're gonna get rid of it. We have a problem. We called too fast. Now we don't have anything to work. I mean, yeah, we definitely should have just went for a 13 orphan hand. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, so 1 east is gone. 8-9, that's gonna be helpful. Alright, let's just get rid of this east. Alright, so Chosangan, small dragons would still be a possibility, so we'll hold the green for now. We really don't need this 2. So. Now we only have 2 9s left, so if we don't pair this up, we'll have to get rid of it and try something else. Okay, now we. I was gonna say, now we can at least achieve both of these. Damn it. Five, 5, 6, 6, and 8. 6, 7, 9. 9's extra. 7, 8, 9. 1, 1, and 4, 5, 6 we here, so set up pretty good as long as we can actually draw what we need. We are getting close to 1, 2, 4 pairs right now. We're getting close. We could maybe just work this out to be a 7 pair hand also. It's starting to look like what's going to happen here. We're gonna just do that. I mean, we could start pawning if we really wanted to and just get rid of these 1s. I think we're not going to. I think we're just gonna wait. See if we can pair up the 7 or either 6. I mean, the 7 would be the 7 would be the best just because we got 2 Dora. Then we could just wait on a 6 on one of these 6s. But probably won't work out that way. No matter what, I don't think we're gonna call reach on this one. We'll just kind of do it as a stealth reach. Well, actually, you know what? Now we're just gonna go for toy. We have 3 1s. We might as well. The 8s are out of the question because all of them are used, and they're in reach. So now we have to be careful. I mean, I guess they could maybe be needing just 1-1, which... it's weird, but... Alright, we'll do this just so we don't have to break it up.
ごめん、こ
Alright,
れ
of
な。
course. I was gonna get rid of our 1s, but
リーチ、ドラ
I
1、
figured since
赤
there
ドラ
were no
2、
8s left
漫画。
anyway, we would try for it. But I didn't even consider that they'd be needing it, not me. So, I mean, we went from first to second, so... kind of continuing the crappy play that I've been doing the last few days. Oh man! All right, now we have to win this one somehow. We're not set up to win it. Alright, let's see if we can get a bunch of character tiles. That would be nice. Problem is everyone else has been getting the Senpai so fast lately. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to set up a full flush hand. Maybe have half the hand to replace. Probably not. We really don't have anything we can call either. I mean, mainly because we have too many terminals. Well, now we could maybe start calling. At least a chance to get this third green dragon. Give us a Yaku. We're not. I mean, we're only less than 1,000 away from first place, so we're gonna do it. See if we can catch up here. Someone's gonna quit. We need the green now, otherwise we're screwed, and then we need to pair something else up. Well, someone should take. Kinda figured. Our luck, they've got all the honor tiles. That worked out at least for us. We just have a problem. We need to pair something up. It doesn't really matter if we break that up. I'd rather just have this as our callable thing and then wait on one more tile, either the 9 or the 5, I guess. One's throwing a 6, no one's throwing a... We're gonna do that just to load ourselves with extra tiles, just in case. Need that to not happen. We needed that to not happen. So, I mean, best case scenario, this person deals in. And it's not enormous, because otherwise we're just gonna get beat here. I guess we could change up here. I mean, it would probably be safer to throw this 5 away. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think we're gonna win this. Keep pushing towards with what we have. There we go. Alright, so now we have to get... Now one of these has to get through. There's only 2 6s left. There are... There's 3... There should be 3 5s left. Hopefully we can get one rather quickly. 4. No! Of course, every tile is getting thrown that's around it. On 5.
Run!
Damn it! Alright, so that'll push us down to 3rd place. Most likely, unless it's a small hand.
トン、シュン、
Yeah.
本一
Nope.、
赤ドラ1、マンガン。
Should be enough. God dang it. 29-3 for 3rd. Went from 1st to 3rd and... God damn it. On to 395.
バーサーカーのようでなければならないのだ。行け行け
Not playing very well. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go to the star room. We're gonna go into a Hanchan. She's the crazy nurse. Alright. 8.
チー
Not really set up to call, but kind of hoping that we just catch up to that player. Alright, well, at least we have a pair of 7s here. Get rid of this. So this completes a 7-8. We have to dump off these extra. Alright, we have an extra 8. So. We get 1 tile we need. Keep getting screwed over. 1 either.
Lichi!
And we just not... Can't even get a hand completed. Alright, so we have to keep these 7s around. 6, 7 is better than that. Well, at least we have a weight here. We can still also do a 5 and then get rid of a 7 if we have to.
私を愛してくれると信
5,
じてる。
6, we'd have to get rid of this Dora tie. Oop, oh my god. Screwed myself. Oh well. Try and get rid of... We know 6 is safe, so we might as well do that. Well, it was safe against this person. I need to pay attention to this one. I'm gonna assume this person's in Tenpai. Probably on a single tile weight now. We have to get rid of the 7 if we want to win. So we're just gonna try it. See if we can get it through. It's not gonna... Oh my god. God dang it.
リーチ、スモ、ドラ1。
Well, I mean, at least we have the East wins. And we have a one green Dora, so maybe we can get at least one more and just use that as a pair. And that would be good. 6. 6. Otherwise, we're pretty much set to go here. We can go 6, 7, 8 here. Fortunately, one of the green is gone now. I mean, we're on a single tile wait, but whatever. Let's go for it. Hopefully we can get it on the first round here. Come on, throw a 7. We need that extra point. Of course not. We could have waited for a better hand. But I feel like we just need to get some points and hopefully get this person off the dealer. Advance the game a little. I have a feeling we're gonna lose to this person though. They're getting. I'm gonna assume that they're in Tenpai now. One tile. Grabbed and threw away. Did change their hand. Oh no, it's taking forever. Taking way too long. I mean, almost all the 9s and 8s are gone. I mean, no one could really do 7, 8, 9 anymore. But of course, the one person that wasn't even expecting to win won. Threw away an extra 1,000 points for nothing. One tile away. 2. At least gives us a double-sided instead of just having a middle tile weight. This we can still hit the 7, 8, 9 with. We're not gonna call reach, mainly because we need a green dragon to get it. Don't feel confident that we're gonna get it very quickly again. But I mean, if we get close to the end, maybe we'll just call reach if nobody else has. But or we could have gotten a Nippatsu this time. God damn it. So if we called reach, we probably would have had an extra 2,000 points. Oh well. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, so we need 8, 2 or 5 of bamboo. There it is. Now we just need it. I mean, at least the good thing is that we're going in, and we're playing a south round, so we have a little extra time to hopefully catch up, and it's not going to turn into just extra rounds to make us lose. But there's 4 8s left, and there it is. Thank God. Playing super tiny hand, enough to start getting us back into the game. We can do 4. Actually, we don't need this. Well, we can keep the 3 because if we get a 4, we can do that. Plus, we have a if we get a 7, we can go 7 8. 6 is probably the least. Wow, that's not helping us. One. Or 3 4 5. Or you could have called that. I also probably get rid of the 6 now. Actually, I'd probably rather do like 6 7 8. 10. Or 6 7 8 here. That works. All right, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of that because we can cut the 8. We can get another 8 and we can get a 5 here. I mean, there's a bunch of tiles we can help out. Or we could just get another down here. Or that person can go into reach it. Or so. And we're back into 3rd place. Start of the south round. Fortunately, that was so fast that we have no idea what they possibly had. 7 8.
るぞ。
The problem is that I don't really have a good choice here. We're gonna try and go with we're gonna go with the 6, I guess.
「大丈夫。マージャンの神様が私を愛してくれると信じてる。
Alright, so we're gonna just do this. Well, they actually got rid of a 5. So hopefully 5 is okay against that player too. It is. Alright, so hopefully we can get that 7 to come out now. Someone already threw 1.
ごめん、こ
And
れ
of
な。
course you're not gonna get it.
リーチ。
I mean, the nice thing about the only good thing about playing the star runes is a lot of these hands are really small, just like 1,000-point hands. So I mean, it doesn't really. A lot of people don't really. It makes it so people don't really pull away that much, which is kind of nice. And so there's always kind of a chance to get back into the. We're almost done here. We're only 2,000 away from first place. Or 3,200. Wait, are we in first place? We are. Okay. That changes things a little bit. But I mean, the closest person to me then is still just this player. It's only 200 points behind. Not get what we needed. We would have completed a 2, 3, 4 if we just kept what we were trying. Need a 7 over here, or we need to get rid of these to go for a Honi too. There it is. Alright, we'll do that. We'll get rid of this. Another 7 would be nice. Oh, it'd be good if we could pair up the 5 or the 3 sometime soon today. Of course we don't. I guess I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna count for extra points. Might as well try and throw something safe. I mean, this will give us 2 tile weight. Will give us. Right, we're gonna do this. Hopefully it gets through. Of course it doesn't. That was a fun stage. That was gonna bring us back down to last place with 1 hand. But I mean, none of us are above 30,000 yet. Can't get a hand put together here. Whenever we do, the deal in 4, 5. I had 1 here, but I'm just gonna try and do this with Tanya so we can fall and. God damn it. I just don't want to deal in, so the whole point of that, not calling that, was just to hopefully have a safe tile. So if we need, so we can just get rid of these 3s since we already have 2 7s here. Somebody else deal in this time.
Pong!
Got 6s of tile they need. I'm gonna try. Problem is, I mean, they're stuck. So I mean, they're just drawing all these like all these circle tiles. But it'd be nice if someone would throw some bamboo. I know what we can throw. It's okay. Well, one is. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 is done. We have a pair. That's good. So now we just need to figure something out. We're gonna try and do this, but alright, good. Didn't get screwed this time, so we need a 2 or a 5. Not gonna get it. Finally. A tiny bit of revenge. We get some of our points back. By 2. But we get their reach 6, that's 3. That brings us back to second. Alas, we have to get kind of a large hand here, otherwise we're going into an extra round. None of us are good enough to get to 30,000 apparently. We're gonna try and do this as a closed hand. Of course, everybody else is drawing tiles they can actually use. I mean, the 7, no help at all right now. Just 0 help. What the fuck? Wes, I can't really do anything with either. I mean, we really don't have anything here, and alright, 1, 2, 3, we have 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 5 pairs, so I guess we can start calling it. Try and get down, toy or something. That's what we're gonna try and start doing.
Pong!
Did I count that wrong? I did count that wrong. Shit. You'll need one more pair to show up.
Lichi! 大丈夫。麻雀の神様が私を愛してくれると信じてる。リーチ一発ピンフドラ1。
That brings him over the hump, so 25-2, so a plus 200 score for second place. I mean, I guess it's better than losing, but god dang it. Get this shit to come together. Play one more.
点滴中でも私の麻雀には
Alright, 876, 688, 14 is not good. 4 is better than the 1. We can do a 1, 2, 3. Throw north, just so we can abort this draw and we can get a new. Oh. And then we can get at least new tiles. So on the first go around, if everybody discards the exact same win tile, it causes an abortive draw. So. We would get a redeal. So sometimes if you have like a really shitty deal and you're last to act and you notice everybody else is throwing the exact same win tile and you got the same one way you can force a redraw. Alright, so someone could have called that red tile, so it's probably a more experienced player on this table this time, so alright, 5, 6, 7 is done. All 8s are done. Pair of 8. Get a 5 here, a 3 here. So we're set up. We can actually call. Actually get tiles we need. One we can. So if we get, they discard a 5 or a 3, we'll call it. Not that 5. Someone could have called the white tile. So everyone else is either waiting for the third one to come out, or they already have 3, and they're trying to put together a larger hand. We're just on a single tile weight again, another middle weight, and 1, 5 already did. It's not actually. I just noticed that now. All right, good. I was gonna say, since it's a door tile and it's a middle number tile in the middle of obviously 1 through 9. It's a little bit harder to get as a discard because it's such a good tile to use to connect to other things. Alright, what 4, 5. All this isn't terrible, so I think pocket we're 4 and 8 don't really do anything. Too far apart from each act sequence. And we do have 2 value tiles, so we can hold 4. Connect this with a 3. I guess we can connect the. We need a 3 here anyway, so we might as well. We can do a 7 here now. And now we can 1, 2, 3, and then we can also do 3, 4, 5. Still think, since we need a 7 either way, I think. Now we have 4 or 5. So now we can actually. We're gonna call that. We're gonna go to 1. And I'm gonna assume that we're gonna have to. The problem with all this down here is they're all middleweight tiles. A 7, a 3, and a 3. We'd like to get these out of the way, so like maybe something down here at the end is gonna be overweight. Or it's not gonna matter. 1,000.
Gee!
We should have just kept that. 4 is actually fair, so we're gonna hold on to it. Shit. I mean, we know the 6 is safe to throw against this person. I'd rather do that, but then that screws this up. I have to throw 4 away. Draw their own tile before. Alright, so okay, we can do this. Just wait on it. We'll do that. Wait on it. We know 4 is safe. There's gonna be a single tile wait on either way. Do the 8. Come on! Give me an 8. Not that one. Shit. Oh, they're waiting on an 8 also. Yeah. I almost switched that and threw the 8 away to do a 2 tile wait, but I didn't do that. Good god, 12,000. Alright, we are dealer. We've got a ton of Dora. We already have shape set up for us. We're actually in incredibly awesome shape. We just need to pawn one of these guys, then wait on a 2-5. Hopefully someone gets rid of a white tile. Every now and then, I mean, if the white tile is not helping anybody and they don't draw it right away, sometimes we'll start to. It'll be one of the tiles I'll get. Just because people are gonna hope that somebody else doesn't have time to pair up the whites. I already have. I mean, if we got a 2 or a 5 here, we could just wait on a white or green. But I mean, we have to throw away the 9, so that kind of makes it obvious. Right. We're gonna do it. Yeah, 2-5.
しっかり味わえ。
Of course they're able to catch up and get into reach right after I do. Bullshit. Now it's a race to the last tile. Better be us. Shit! Fucker. Such bullshit. I mean, at least hope we get our seat wind. It's a Dora tile. That was sweet. But the way things are going, highly doubt we're gonna. I think so, Thomas. If we have to, I suppose we can just turn this in all simples hand just to quickly get a win. Probably what we're gonna. Still gonna hold on to our own seat when we'll have to get rid of it. I mean, we just have a bunch of weird shit that's not actually creating a kind of seat or triplet right now.
リーチ
一番になるために麻雀を打ったんだ。負けたら打つ意味はない。チーするぞ。
Such bullshit. All we're doing is getting extra end tiles we don't fucking need.
パン
Shit. I mean, it's possible they're waiting on this to create a pair or a triplet. They finish their hand. I mean, in Dora tiles, so since they're in reach, I mean, they can use it. But I mean,
チーするぞ。
we have to get a 4 now. Otherwise, we can't win. If a 1 comes out, we'll be put into Furryton. Let's hope a 1 doesn't show up. God. Not the 4 we need. There, thank you.
タンヤオ赤ドラ1。
2000 has been the best we can really do tonight. Not really gonna cut it. Better deal, I guess. You have a pair of 5s. We're gonna get rid of this since this already forms out the 1, 2. I mean, we could get a 4, I guess. I'm not gonna work. You were in Furry Town a few times last night. It's not terrible. I mean, I won a couple hands today by purposely putting myself in Furry Town. I mean, it's not ideal because you have to because you have to draw everything on your own. Alright, so now we just have a bunch of extra pairs again that we really don't need. We're gonna do this just to preserve this and try and move ahead. We have to get rid of the 1, so we're breaking that up. Probably just gonna get rid of this 2, 3. In the long run, we have a pair of 5s we can use. We could just go 4, 5, 6 right now. And worry about a pair later. We're gonna do that.
G.
Let's hope something pairs up quickly, so we can actually utilize these Dora our score. Actually do something a little bit more substantial than just 2,000 points. It's obviously a little, I mean, I only decided to do that because we still have a chance to, we have 2, 3, and 6, 7. So we can still create 2 sequences out of this. I mean, we need the 4 on this one. We can't use the 1. But we have 3 tiles here we can maybe pair up. And of course, we would have paired up with 8s. Too late for that now. Two, 3, 4. That's done. So now we just need. We're gonna get rid of the 5. One of the times Tokyo thought it was about to win. Alright, so I mean, it looks like we're gonna be getting rid of the 2. If we can either get a 5 or an 8, or a 5 or an 8 here, or we can get that 2 and just wait on that. Alright, let's hope 5 gets through. Alright, good. So now we can either get a 5 or an 8 of characters. 8 left, 4 of each left. Let's hope we can get this relatively quickly. And of course we don't. Come on. Only 15 tiles left. 8 possibilities. Missing them all. And we're probably going to deal in because we're just pushing for the win now. Alright. So the trick to winning this game is to sit here and bitch about your hand. And then the tiles appear. Alright, back into first. Probably won't last long. Got a pretty shiny tile. Keep that for as long as we can. Otherwise, 6, 7, 8. I have an 8, 9, 3, 8, and 1, 5. Actually, from here to here, nothing is really helping us right now. Even that 3 is not a help. Of course, if we just would have kept the 3, it would have worked out for us, but because we're idiots, because we started getting rid of extra shit. For fuck's sake, are you kidding me? The game apparently apparently wanted me to go for characters, and I completely missed the opportunity. Alright, we're just gonna start dumping this shit off. At least makes this 5 somewhat useful now. We can do a 6. Alright, we need to get rid of this before somebody else pairs it up. Hopefully no one has yet. Of course. Oh, they passed it up. Weird. And that would have been 3 Dora tiles. Really nice score if they won. Alright, so this is all done. If we can get another 6, we'll swap out the 9 and try and do a double sequence down there. Maybe. Oh, we have 5, 6, 7. Still have 7, 8, 9 with an extra 8. Yeah, at least we know 7s are safe. A bit far away here. One has been. Alright, so we need a 2, 3, 7, or 6. Need to draw it. Failing that, we just need to keep drawing. We should probably just make. Just in case. All right. Now, if we, you know what? I'm not even gonna call it. I'm not even gonna bother calling Reed. I don't want to deal in. Throw this up. We're not gonna. There's only a couple tiles left. We're not gonna get there. I mean, we could have been in Tempai, but actually, if something else helps us, I'd probably do that. Oh.
No,
Rather pay 1,000 though than whatever the hell their point total would have been. I mean, at least we're this time around we're set up a little bit better. 7, 8, 9's done. We've got the 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 7. I guess. Hold that. So now we can just turn the 3 there. I do draw a 1 or a 4 here.
Reach!
Ah, damn.
ごめん、これのリーチ一発タンヤオドラ1マンガン
12,000. Of course it has to be 12,000. Fucking idiot. I could have left that as like a 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, 3, 4. We'd have a double-sided weight here, but I figure we'll 2 pairs set up in case we can pawn something. Just handle them. Be nice if someone would just give us a 2 real quick, so we can right here. Cause right now we're looking at a super tiny hand.
Reach!
What in the fuck? Are you kidding me?
一番になるために麻雀を打ったんだ。負 負けたら打つ意味はない。チー
大丈夫。麻雀の神様が私を愛してくれると信じてる。
We're just gonna start taking this thing apart. We just have to hope if we can at least complete one of these sequences. At least we just have to hope that we can get the 2 through.
もっとドラを作ろう。
Lately, it seems like every time someone calls reach, last tile I need to get rid of to actually get a hand together is the one they went on. Here's hoping. Alright, at least we have a 3 tile wait. This is 2, 8, or 5.
Run!
Alright, at least we. Okay, so the extra reach sticks help. Because we only have 1,000, but I'll at least give us 3. Or 26. And we're not out of the game yet. Maybe still come back to win, but getting less and less likely. We probably should be doing this as a closed hand, but we can. If we, okay, I mean, we only have 2 terminals here, plus everything else is pretty well connected except for this 2 and 8. I guess we do have a slightly fast hand we could put together, most likely. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. We get a 4 here, with the 1, and then it's just this garbage. Find something for. 5 for now. Our goal is to do a fast hand, just so we can get another repeat round here, hopefully, and then hopefully win like 2 in a row. I don't think it's asking too much. Alright, 5, 6 is better. The 5, 8. 2 still is kind of useless. Still do a 4 here, and we have this setup here. So really the 3 or the 2 we can get. Still pawn. No, we can't pawn 5. So actually, no. The 2 is what we need to get rid of because this. All right, so we're gonna do that. We need a 4 or a 7.
Reach! しっかり味わえ!
Unfortunately, our reach tile was right next to this, and there was only a pair left. So I'm gonna assume everyone. They're paying attention, realizes I probably need something to complete something down here. Unless they figure this is my pair. So like any bamboo higher than 2 is potentially dangerous to deal into. Now less so. I mean 9, 8, 7 would be most, well 9, 8 would be good, but 7, if they're thinking that I'm not waiting on a 7, 8, 9, then obviously that would, because I'm throw a 7 and you collect that maybe. That's far away from the 2 at least. That. Well, probably not. It's probably too far away. Of course, they'll probably beat me too. Come on. 4 or 7. We're not gonna get there. Thank you.
Run! リーチ、タンヤオ、ピンフ、ドラ1。
Alright. Made up for that 12,000 loss, I guess. Thank God. Now we just need to hold it and stop losing points. Yeah, we definitely don't have a fast hand this time, so I'm just gonna dump off our honors. Try and get a hand put together. I guess, I mean, unless it's something that absolutely doesn't help, then we'll probably get like this. Doesn't really, well, you know what? Our luck will draw another 6. Might as well just get rid of our honor tiles for now. Way too many terminals, so thinking trying to get this down to a Tanyao is next to impossible. Plus, we want to really keep these 2 Dora tiles if we can. We can maybe, you know, sacrifice one. Well, now we don't really have to. We can use any of these to create a sequence now. So I'm going to assume our 1s are going to be a pair unless we draw one ourselves. Yeah, as long as you don't go into negative territory, the game will continue. So all we have to do is avoid dealing into this person or this, well, really any of these. With a large hand would be just devastating. It would take us back out of first, but alright, so there was a pause there, so I'm assuming someone either has like a 2-3 or a 1-2-3 already done, or it has a 2-3. We are getting there though. One more tile? 2 more. 1 more? 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Getting a 3rd. Unfortunately, I'm dealer, so I'm paying the most. But that's gonna end the game, so hopefully it's not enough to get. It's not. So alright, so we're gonna end it at 40,200. Finally get the first one in a while. God dang it. The struggle lately. At least gets us back to 4. So at least a small cushion from danger of being demoted.
麻雀をするときはバーサーカーのようでなければ
Alrighty. Barely, Thomas. That was a struggle. We've done 1 first, second, and 3rd. I feel like if we push our luck, we're gonna collect a 4th eventually. Alright, let's see. We're gonna take a break from ranked. We're gonna jump into a tournament since we don't have to worry about losing position. See if we can get it. We'll see if we can get our 3rd trophy. Then maybe jump into a couple of 3-player games.
ついに運命の歯車が回り始めた。
We set up for a fast hand? Sort of. Yeah, I mean, sort of, I guess. We can get a 4, 7, or a 5 here. Triple up the 3s or get a 4 here. And just get rid of these 9 and 10. Yeah, I mean, getting a high score really doesn't matter, so having these value tiles doesn't really that big of a deal.
Pong!
Just basically, I mean, you have to be in first or second, then you just advance. At least both rounds. Let's just kind of get it together. Don't really worry about what you have. You can still do a 6, 7. Oh, at least we have 2 extra tiles we can fall off of anybody. Or we're not going to need to. We need a 6 or a 3 of bamboo.
Rich! 今日の運はどうだ?
I mean, I don't even know if it's really even worth calling reach in a game like this, because I mean, you don't have to worry about score, you're just trying to get the win. Damn it. But since they threw a stick, because of the order, we should be in second, I think. The way so it should just advance us, right? Let's see. Yeah, so we advance, unfortunately. And unfortunate for the other person. Now that takes us further away from a win. Try and get this down to a callable hand. Beat it up. Hopefully. that's the plan at least. We needed a pair anyway. It wasn't going to be the 9 or the... Alright, that's why I just break up that one. getting tiles to call, but the wrong ones because this is done. I suppose we probably should have kept that 1, 2, 3 intact and tried for something else. I mean, you still got 2, 3, 4 here. I think just pretty much this that's not helping. There we go. Not even gonna bother about reach because we're in Tanyao, so we can win even without calling reach. Basically just need a 3 now. Characters. It would have been nicer to have. I mean, that's also the reason why I did that is if we pull like another 5, we can swap this 2 out and have a double-sided weight. Or if we got yeah, because a 3 would win. We wouldn't want to pop that out. I guess if we get closer, we could maybe call reach. Yeah, I mean, that's not actually no, because that wouldn't even help. And we would just be throwing away 1,000 points for no. I mean, why? Not like we're going to another round here. Oh, I guess if they had a no Yaku hand, they would have to call reach. Or hope to draw it themselves, but because of the hand we put together, we don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna be in 3rd place more than likely here. Because they'll be throwing away 1,000, but then these guys will probably be 2, 3. No. Oh, that's right, we're in Tenpai, so we had points. Alright, so we won! Yay! I wasn't even thinking about the full Tenpai thing. Alright, we got our 3rd trophy, guys. Sweet. Champion titles 3 times. Awesome. Tiny 3 wins. Victory is right. It's about time. Alright. Go to... What's that last one? Genre. Do it 1 3-player game. At least. And then we'll probably do something else. But I haven't played a 3-player game today, so that's what we're gonna do now. Then we'll probably do something else. Probably just switch out games. Wow. We'll just do... Alright, we'll do the usual. Start with an East, see how it goes, and then maybe do a full Hanchan of a 3-player game. Alright, we did well last night. We got a 90,000 point game. Hopefully we can replicate that kind of success tonight. I'm not very optimistic. We don't really have a hand we can really turn into a full, a full flush hand. Even though this was kind of what I had on that one hand where on the second flush I had. I just kept getting dealt circles, so I just started throwing everything else away. Kinda just praying that we get it put together before everybody else got their hand put together. Somehow worked out. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. We have 6s. Now you can at least see. I forgot I had the screen like that, so every time I was just kind of saying what we could do, couldn't even see what the hell I was talking about. Oh wait, whoops. We have enough down here. All. It's possible we can try and get this down to a half flush. Not anymore. Let's go for a win.
リーチこの一撃を食らえ
At least hope for a winning hand. I don't think they. Okay, they can't really do a 7, 8, 9. They could be waiting. If you go into your options, and then go to my turn. Sorry, I'll find it actually. Go into match, and then there is a option to turn on the numbers, so you can actually see what they are. Probably deal in. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to here.
リーチペドラ1ペ抜きペ抜き
Yeah, okay, so tile marks, numerals and letters, hit that under the match tab. And then you'll be able to see what all the numbers are. Now they're in normal Roman numerals.
Pom.
Alright, at least we didn't deal into a giant hand.
絶対ポンだ
But now we probably will. So we're gonna try and turn this into a half flush. I think that's probably our best bet if we can stop pulling.
スモ勝利は私のもんだ
I'm gonna say if we can stop pulling honor tiles. That's what I'm assuming that they were going for.
赤ドラ
Alright, they
1
did have some
ペドラ
curveballs.
2マンガン
I don't think we're gonna win this one. Well, actually, we're
ペ
still
抜
on
き
East 1, so I mean, it's possible we get back from this. Didn't claim that door tile, but that's okay. What I changed here, why these tiles are grayed out, because the tiles that are grayed out are the ones that they discard that are ones that they drew themselves. So it's kind of helpful to know that when you're playing, but it's kind of not something you have to worry about right now. Good. Alright, so we're giving up on a half flush. We're just gonna go with what we have. Yeah, 7.
Reach.
ロンタンヤオイーペイコーペイドラ1
sometimes, I mean, if you're able to, if you have an all simples hand, so only tiles 2 through 8 in any suit, and it can be mixed suits also,
Boom.
as long as there's no 9s or honor tiles. Sometimes, like, if there's more than one player in reach already, or if you think that if both are really close, then sometimes it's not worth calling reach, just because obviously that locks your hand in and you can't make any changes. So it's kind of why I didn't call reach on that last one. I knew they were, because they already were in reach, and then that person obviously called reach also. So I'm just kind of watching what they were doing while they were playing. I kind of figured they were close or already there. Turned out they were very close. And I just didn't want to end up losing that hand and then throwing away an extra 1,000 points if I didn't.
Boom.
So again, since they've called so fast, I'm gonna assume both of these players are pretty much either in Tenpai right now, or extremely close to it. So again, I mean, if we get there, we'll probably not call reach again. Just play safe and then hopefully not deal.
Long.
Of course, they've got the 3 Dora, so that's gonna hurt. Plus, they open up more, so hopefully they don't have any more. Oh, of course, I have these 3 also. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Alright, so there's basically no chance here. We either do something huge or... Well, I mean, I guess since we're dealer, we might as well try for a repeat round. But I think we're gonna try and just get rid of everything but our... Oh, no. I was gonna say, get rid of all of the circles we had left and then just try and go for all, like, bamboo, but even that would just not be good enough. It'd take way too long to do it to get rid of half of our hand. We might as well just go with what we hand together quickly and repeat the round. What do you, 8 or a 2? Alright, so that helps. At least a small hand, but at least we get to go again. A chance to put something a little bit better together this time. We only have 3 circles, so as long as we don't keep drawing friggin' circles and end tiles this time, we can maybe get this one down to a Honitsu. And of course, we're gonna fucking immediately draw a circle because we don't need them. But I guess if we could maybe, again, get this to be a fast hand, then we can try again. Because we have this all set up. The 2s and the... Alright, we're actually in not bad.
Pong!
8 or 5.
Sumo!
We're just gonna slowly peck away at our enemies. Alright. We have 2 honor tiles we can call.
Pong!
No, that's weird. Watch, we'll draw 6. Whoa, half of it. I don't think we're gonna. Getting closer to a half. 0.82. That to happen. Alright, we need a 7. Not that 7. Damn it! They needed that 7.
本一ペイドラ1
Alright, so third place, 9. Shitty game. I mean, it was kind of obvious that they were going for circles. They were throwing only bamboo tiles. But, I mean, we didn't really have a choice. We had to go for it or...
圧倒的な攻撃力が私の最高の武器だ。たとえ空が崩れても、私の攻撃を止めることはできない。
Alright, let's do a Hancha. Since I mean, at least when you're in these lower ranks for the A, from D through A or whatever, you don't get demoted, so it's not like it's a big deal if we lose. You just get into the you just start getting demoted once you get into the first Dan, then you can get demoted back down to A rank. So I mean, it doesn't really matter right now. We'll do a Hanchan to try and get more points this time if we do end up winning, and then maybe push ourselves into the A. That's our goal. That's what we're trying to do. Fast enough, can all this.
Pong! Pong するぞ!
Or if we paired up this 4, then I suppose we could get rid of these 2 5s and just try and do a Honey 6. It would be a little bit more, but I think probably won't push our luck. We can pawn one more of these and we'll try and get a win. We do. Alright, so we need a 2 or a 5. 2 of each. 1 5 left. Oh, the door indicates 5. 2 is more likely. Would probably have to be a self draw. Just because where the tile came from. Obviously, something over here and something on either side of it. Not gonna happen.
Tenpai!
All tempo. Ooh.
Pay! Pay!
Might have a fast enough hand at time too. You here. Fair 2. 4. We take it.
ポンするぞ一番になるために麻雀を打ったんだ
Need a
負
4.
けたら打つ意味はない
I'll try not to deal in.
ロン
Ooh.
リーチピンフイペコドラ1ペイドラ1マンガン
Wow, that one.
手抜き手抜きポン
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do a 6 or another 3. 5, 6 is good. 1, 2. Alright, so I mean there's 1 and 9. Okay, 4, 5, 6 is done. Two. I think we're just gonna keep this as 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know, we could actually get rid of these ones. Calls. We need to call tiles. Alright, actually that didn't actually didn't work out too well. We kind of put ourselves further away than we need to be. We get a 3 here, pawn the 5s, I guess. Get rid of the 4, maybe. But I mean, since I decided to call, well, okay, we can get rid of the 4. Or we can just and hope for another 8 and hopefully. Alright, let's try this. See if we can get an 8 to come out quickly. Come on. Of course not. Get through one more round here without dealing it. Alright, we should be okay. I'm sorry. Oh, a double round.
リーチタンヤオペイドラ1ペイペイ
ペイペイ
That was very helpful because it only gave us circles and everything's kind of connected. So, I mean, we still would have to get something with this to put together, and then couple more circles. I think we're gonna go for probably Honitsu here with a pawn of the east, and worry about this stuff later. Working out for it. Oh, come on, really? All we're gonna get now is just bamboo tiles? What the fuck? I give up on this. We're gonna try and get this 5 through. And this 7. Easter 3, come on. So close. Never mind. Right. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, that's all done down there at the end. We just need to complete a sequence here. Pair something else up, maybe. Kind of helps. 7, 8. We can drop. That definitely helps. Rid of this. Let's go for a small hand this time. Or we could just, I mean, we could be an idiot and just start throwing this stuff away. Try to win this one. Alright, so we need white. Hopefully the 8 doesn't show up to put us into Fairy 10 here. Be temporary, as long as I can clear around, but alright, then put us into Fairy 10 at least. I think that only happens on a if it's part of a sequence. You can still get the white tile. I have a feeling somebody has it though. That's a shame. Hey, not bad. We can pawn both of these and get rid of the ones. As long as we only get bamboos, but we're not going to get that. Game freaking hates me.
パン
Oh, close. 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 8. You know what? I think it'd be best just to get rid of the Souths. Even though that would give us an extra point for having the South wins, but I mean, it probably is gonna be a bad choice now. I say, as long as we're gonna keep drawing bamboos, then getting rid of the South would actually be helpful. Alright, good. That worked out. So we need an 8 or a 9.
ちゃんリーチするよ。ロンだよ。
Dang it! Yeah, at least we didn't deal into it, but
ドラ
Damn.
1、ペイ、ドラ2、マンガン。
catching up. Not good. Guess we can maybe try and get all triplets here sealed. That'd be kind of. We have a shit ton of tiles we can call.
パン
Alright, so we need a 2 or a 2. Player to the right. I'm pretty sure Ridge quit. They're just getting beat up on. Yeah, I'm dealt into every single hand. Yeah, they're gone. Or oh, hopefully it's not big. 10,000.
ドラ2、赤ドラ1、ペイ、ドラ1、マンガン。
Shit! We lost. Bullshit. 44,000 per second. Of course, we don't get any points per second. All that work for absolutely nothing. Bullshit. Alright, give me a minute, guys. I'll probably switch game. We'll probably switch games and play some poker for a little. I'll be right back. Hey Tokyo. No, not really. Just kind of awake. I laid down to take like an hour nap earlier, and it ended up turning into several hours. Oh, oops. Alright, let's do a switch here. Now we're gonna switch games for now. Go to... You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's jump back into the Star Trek game for a little bit and just make really bad choices. That might be fun. Full frame. Screen capture on. For some reason the game's not loading. Give me a minute. There we go. Okay, I can probably do this with. Oh no, I have to a second. Phone ready so I can see chat. The bad thing about some of these games. Fortunately, can't use the PS window. Alright. Okay. Begin. We'll play a few of the couple of the first chapters. Just make all the most terrible choices we possibly can. And also, yeah, that's what we'll do. See, see if we get fired. Dramatic Lad, the worst Starfleet officer ever to live.
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our
Almost
ship
2
back
for me,
together,
3 for
finally
Thomas
about to
and
venture out on a
John.
new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different.
Captain
I know
Bitch
I am.
Face.
That's more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good. Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
Bad you can't let certain people die, let the game continue, like the orc chick. What happened if you let her get shot up on the digger? You lose the mission. I already did that a couple times. You're not helping this helpless piece of shit. Pick that up, Ensign. Oh, I guess we have to pick it up for him.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
Probably and you join Starfleet would be the best one.
You don't like flying. And yet, you joined Starfleet.
There's a reason I'm not a pilot.
You should try it sometime.
Seems happy about that.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment.
Oh.
When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
It would have been nice if like you could select the ship that you wanted to be on at this part of the game. I mean, they could have been the exact same story, same characters. You just get to select the class of ship that you want. Been better. It gave you a little bit more variety for replay. Oh, there's Crazy Bitch. I didn't even know she was on the shuttle with us last time.
A starbase on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the Academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalen test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the
probably
history
only
of
top
the
20?
Academy.
Or
So,
simulations don't count.
there's that.
Which one do you guys think would be the worst one? Probably simulations don't count. It's K7. I mean, Y and A are both kind of equally a dick answer. But probably A would be the more dick answer. Simulations don't count? Alright.
Simulations are great for training, but they're not quite the same as the real thing.
That's fair. I guess I'm about to find out.
A.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
Alright, Thomas, you get to pick the next one.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You
Cool.
absolutely crushed the Torvalen test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on
So, Y
solid
extra
ground,
A.
so to speak.
I was in first place. Now you know where the pleasure's mine. I think now you know, probably. Probably be better to do in StreamYard since the delay would be less. Sorry.
Well, now you know. Keep your eyes and ears open and you might pick up on things.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
He looks so
See you on the
sad. Making friends.
Good day, Commander.
Shut up.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Oh, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me.
Look out the window, idiot. You can see the ship.
Thanks so much, Commander.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks. Excuse me.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now.
1, 2, or 3.
I know conditions are...
It was
less
fine.
than
It was
ideal,
bumpy. I can take it. Switching back to keyboard. Controller actually makes things worse. Fine.
It was perfectly fine. No trouble at all.
I'm glad to hear it. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all.
1, what have you heard? 2, spare me the flattery. Or 3, you have high expectation. I'm assuming 2.
You can spare me the flattery, Mr. Ermot. I'm here to work.
Duly noted. I'll stick to the matter at hand. The USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
Equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew. At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means.
Sorry for your loss, it's high praise, or it could have been worse. A high price. Alright, I mean, okay.
To have lost so many lives. That's a high price to pay.
Too high by any estimation. But there's nothing that can be done about it now except get back
I probably
to
would.
work.
I probably would have went with. Could have been
Make
worse.
sure it never happens.
You only lost 22.
Listen, I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time, and I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first.
They need to get over it.
Until they come to value your
I
contribution.
can earn their trust. Thanks for the heads up. I'm gonna assume number 1. We're just gonna go with number 1, that they need to get over that.
All due respect to anyone that feels that way. They're gonna have to get over it. I'm here, and I have a job to do, just like anyone else.
That's true, but I wouldn't say it like that. Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari
Alright, he's
region.
angry already.
I'll let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
Stuck. I got just the thing. There's that.
The lower deck.
I thought that thing was totally fried.
Excuse me,
Nice work,
Chief.
Carter.
You're not supposed to be riding
Nothing
those.
to it, Neely.
It's dangerous.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
I wonder if we can like take this with us. Oh, I guess not. Drop it. That would have been hilarious if we just carry that the entire way.
Come on!
Why? Why are you taking this down here?
Oh, these are heavier than they look. Makes more sense than 0G. You're welcome.
You can get the other one. Go Spots.
Good to see her fully operational again. And if she breaks, we'll just fix her. Engineering.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for is something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds.
Oh,
Hanging
orders are
upside down
orders.
makes me queasy.
You're not up for it, or we can handle anything. I'm assuming you're not up for it. To question her ability. Engineer. I'd go with number 2.
What's the matter, Neely? Afraid of a little hard work?
A little hard work? Really? A little? 6 months of putting this ship back together is a lot of hard work.
Yeah, and here we are. Just about ready to go.
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Edsolar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsolar on repeated occasions.
Almost late is not late. We're sorry for the delay. We're gonna go with number 2.
Well, Commander Chovak, isn't it true that if we were almost late, it categorically means that we were not late?
That is correct, Mr. Diaz.
I mean, if anything, Edsolar and I are following the schedule to the letter.
Yes, perhaps I should adjust the schedule accordingly.
So
Nobody
I don't
likes
suppose
us.
you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the
Not really a
wide
bad
band
one
of
for
emissive
this
activity.
one. You sound worried. Ready. Yes, you sound worried would be accusing a Vulcan of being emotional, I guess. We'll go with number 1.
How concerned should we be about the storm? Are you worried?
Vulcans do not worry. We calculate the variables and take appropriate precautions to mitigate the risk. Right now, that entails making critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak. All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means?
I heard him
Means
spots.
this ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it.
Scrambling,
going
so
to
it's
be
on
on
us
schedule.
now. You worry too much.
Consequences
All about
be
this one.
damned.
Assuming they're scrambling or worry too much. Maybe you worry too much. Nope. Nobody sleeps. We're trying to decide what the worst choices are for every one of these. I don't really think there's a bad one for this one, though. I think probably you worry too much just to be a dick about it. Or they're scrambling, one of the two. Three. Have a good night, John.
You gotta have some faith, Nilly. Starfleet Command wouldn't send us out if we weren't ready.
6 months ago, I probably would have said the same thing. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa.
Excuse me.
Shoot that guy.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement.
Give them a chance. They better be ready. I have no doubts. I'm gonna assume they better be ready because yeah. I think 2 is the most negative.
Man, we've been through a whole hell of a lot as a crew. They're gonna have to prove themselves before they're really one of us.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't let people
Anyone
into
can
our
look serious in a
close-knit
clean
group.
uniform. Show me what you can do when everything's falling apart. Hold on. Now
Our
there's
woman.
an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda.
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Welcome aboard. You'd rather go back or don't insult my ship. I'm not sure. Welcome aboard. That's a no. But 2 and 3 are both kind of dick answers, so up to you guys. 3? Alright.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of Starfleet.
We've rebuilt
Hey,
enough
whoa, whoa,
of her by
whoa.
now. She
This is
better
not
be
an
one of the
Oberth
best.
class. It's not
We'll
one of
see
the
about
best
that.
ships.
But I am glad to be here. He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming
Oh,
back
she
to me
likes the
now.
bad
Maybe
boys. We
Carter
got a
can
green
rustle up
square
that
for her.
bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Miranda
Here, let me
wants
help
to
you.
get in our pants no
Thanks.
matter what.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
She looks
Yep.
so creepy.
Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go.
Best ship is an NX. Whoa.
See you
I
on
think
the
you're
other
wrong
side.
there.
Activating magnetic souls.
I like how they put the W there, just in case you were wondering what the hell to do. Obviously, we're just walking outside.
That view never gets old.
Let's go.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Captain Bitchface.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of
Certainly
Deridium
not
to
a
keep
fat
your
beat.
cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen.
This is the germ.
And we have plenty
There's
of
a Luke got a
Deridium
ship
in sick
named
bay,
after him.
so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Just a sip of something.
We'll go with Ractagino.
Decisions.
Unfortunately, we can't order
Ractagino.
some alcohol. Hey, Joe. Wanted to be able to make her drink on the job.
That sure has a kick.
Jara Rydek. Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrit Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret
Don't
is
touch me, old man.
I couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer.
This
who
is
ran a
enough
new
for
ship
me. I'd hope
deserves
for
a bit of
more.
fanfare.
Let's just get to work.
But, unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
I'd go with number 2.
I have to admit, I was expecting something bigger. At least a marching band, or a parade.
Bet you were expecting something bigger.
We'll see if we can't make up for it somehow. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much as the crew.
You mean the accident? It was a malfunction. I don't know the details. Yeah, there's not really a bad one in this one. I guess we could be like, yeah, it was a malfunction. Who gives a shit? You don't really care about the details, I guess. We could call it an accident. Make it seem like we're blaming him, too. Malfunction? Alright.
I heard that you had an equipment malfunction.
Is that what they're calling it? No, that's just someone being generous. If anything, it was a leadership malfunction.
Oh, what? Suck.
We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career? Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people.
Fault, Captain.
As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
You aren't to blame. The crew knew the risks, or we have to move on. I'm gonna assume... I would say we have to move on. 3. We don't really care about the dead. I'm just gonna go with 3. Next time we'll do this with StreamYard so we don't have
You
the
have
delay.
to look to the future. You can't dwell on the past, on things you can't change.
There's nothing that can be done about it now. In my defense, I will say I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't.
1, what happens if they don't? 2, you
that's
can
when
rely
things
on
start to
me.
go
3,
sideways.
the final decision is yours. I'd go with number 1. We're just gonna do that one, 'cause that looks like the most negative one that we can pick.
And what happens if they don't?
There's a chain of command for a reason. We all have our orders.
That's true. Everyone on this ship should know that.
Sometimes the occasional reminder doesn't hurt. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here.
Good night, Joe.
We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. 2 previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly
See it as a
capable of,
golden
but
opportunity
also
to
a
advance
mission
your
for which we're
career,
uniquely qualified.
Captain Shitface.
This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hotari space.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will
That's a
brief us
powerful
on the
storm.
details
Is
of
a
the
crew
rendezvous.
prepared? Who is the diplomat? I'm gonna say 2. I think we need to question the capabilities of our crew.
But are we prepared to embark on the mission?
As much as I'd like to think that's true, I have my doubts. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes
The
without
sooner
saying,
the better. We're just gonna
you
go
have
with the
my
sooner
full
the
support.
better. That one's probably the most negative.
Hopefully that day comes sooner rather than later.
Pace
Have a good night,
yourself.
Deej.
Like I said, when it happens is entirely up to you. But first, you have to be willing to put in the work.
Of course.
Come. Let me introduce you to the crew.
Captain does not like us.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility,
I'll be the
more
judge
than
of
makes up
that.
for in ability.
A pleasure.
I know a
meeting you,
bunch of
Commander.
quitters.
Likewise.
Exactly.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our chief science officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
Oh no, it's
This is our
eyes.
tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
Yeah, there's not really a bad one here, so we're just gonna go with, That's very kind.
That's very kind of you to say. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad. Because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves. And you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an
I'm glad
inspiration
you
to me.
inspire
Not that
you.
I've
That's
done anything
flattering.
close to
Enough
what
about
you've
me.
done.
I think we should just do
But
enough
you
about me. We
definitely
don't really
set a
want to hear her
standard to
talk
strive
about
for.
whatever she's talking about. We're gonna do that one.
That's very kind of you to say, but enough about me. We have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yes, of course.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont. Please, do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't
She
make our
looks so
rendezvous.
sad.
The bridge is yours.
Of course it's mine. I'm the true captain of this ship.
Operations. Staffing. Supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Ermont. The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's
You'd think the
capable of
camera would
moving
center on the
Can't wait to
console that
see what
she's
she
looking
can
at
do.
and not on her butt.
Science station.
Like this
The
camera
Resolute is a
angle.
science
That
vessel,
last one was
primarily.
weird.
Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later. The first officer seat. My seat. Right now, though, I need to fill in for Captain Solano. Tactical station. Hopefully, a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Apple box to stand on top of me.
Tactical hollow dais. Just like they've got on the Excelsior.
Well, that's what that is? It wasn't... It was some sort of hollow tactical hollow thing, and not just his Sulu's tea table.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Blue alert.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the Sif.
Great. Let's get to that emitter. Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
I didn't notice this
outside of
before,
the
but
ship.
their feet are
No.
sliding backwards as they're supposedly walking.
sometimes it feels like we're just part of machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble.
I'm more than that, of course I do. I got no.
Still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
We're gonna go with. I'm more than that.
I am more than that. And so are you. You wanted to get away.
Shit,
I enlisted
wrong one.
because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be. Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the Sif emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
So dumb. I mean, why would this panel be outside and not inside the ship? Doesn't make any sense.
Beginning recalibration.
Yeah. I didn't realize that they were,
Looks good. That wasn't so
I didn't
hard.
realize there were any blue alerts in any of the other shows.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I am the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
You think highly of... you think highly of yourself. You're full of yourself, you crap.
You seem to think very highly of yourself.
With good reason. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if,
your
as an
racism in your
example,
quarters,
we found
sir.
ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then? You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst case
Never been a
scenario.
problem. The captain understands. Thank you for your.
But
I think
not
never.
outside the
It's
realm of
never been a
possibility.
problem. Never been a problem.
In my entire career, it's never been an issue, or caused the slightest problem. And I don't expect this to be any different.
I was just curious, that's all. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends.
You have a problem,
so I can
sir?
only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
Mr. Westbrook, if you have some kind of problem with me, and you just met me so it has nothing to do with me, you're gonna have to figure out how to get over it. Because I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. I'll stick to
Yeah, I know it
silence.
does happen.
That is what the ship is for.
Very well.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase,
Just
let me
neutral.
give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
Oh my god.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound.
On screen.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy. Like a tsunami.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Estimated.
Red alert!
Aye. Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields.
I think last time we went with Eyes' decision, so I think we'll go with the deflector pulse this time. I'm gonna go with the deflector.
Use the deflector dish.
Already working
Negative.
on it. Optimal timing displayed. It's going to be tight.
Good. Send the pulse on my command. Now.
We got it. This is it.
All hands, brace for impact.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
It can blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Aw, shit.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Still took most of it. Just snuck up on me.
That damaged your suit. Energy dampening is down to 60%. We're almost to the regulator.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral. The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chovak can...
Why would that even do that? It doesn't even make any sense.
Get down! Diaz to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. Hull vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working?
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
All right, Starbase, we're on it.
Acknowledged.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order.
I think we did the polarity last time, right?
Jara?
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me now?
You better be sure you make the right decision.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
Let him get hammered.
There is protocol.
And there are lives.
Blow the
We're going
bolts.
to blow the bolts. Starbase, stand by. We'll warn our crew to take cover.
Get it done, Rydek.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, you have more micro debris incoming. Find cover.
Cover? Neely, get into the access panel. It's armored with duranium.
But what about you? Carter, maybe we can both fit behind this. They've blown the other docking clamp. Hurry!
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical
Uh-oh,
condition.
our
We are
core
moments from
exploded.
primary system failure.
I got it.
Look out!
I got you. Petty Officer Etzelar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the
Hey,
pylon.
Philip.
You must bring Miss Etzelar there to access the interior.
Roger that. Going there now. I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this.
Yeah, I'm more important
Get in
to
there.
the story, so bye.
You better be right behind me.
See ya. Yeah.
We're in.
They're safe. Bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
Beauty. I wonder if Bots has to get like new eyes
Carter.
now.
I'm okay. I'm okay. But Etzelar...
Here, let me help you.
Didn't this happen to her last time too? Yeah, this is where she gets that scar.
Medical. We've got one wounded at my location. Millie.
Oh, man.
We must have picked the same one last time too. This happened to her last time. I guess maybe if we went the other way, Diaz would have the scar. Rodriguez.
Status report.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermont?
The Resolute suffered damage from the exploding bolts. But we've successfully moored to the station. The ship is secure. Our systems are coming back online, but we have a fair amount of repairs before we're ready to go.
Put a halt on the roll-off of Starbase engineering staff. We have a schedule to keep. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me. What a debacle.
This is different.
I was caught with my pants down. Not even on my own ship when the wave hit. I had to go running out of the Starbase commander's office just to... But you followed my order. I appreciate that. Hell, I'm relieved.
Yeah, not you're the captain, that's too nice. We're gonna go with, I did it because it was right.
I did it because it was the right thing to do at the time. It's protocol for a reason.
That doesn't make this better, Jara. But you see my problem, don't you? They were all against me on that bridge. And they were ready to go against my orders. I'm not blind to it.
You're wrong about that.
I think you're wrong about that. You still have the respect of the crew, and we have bigger things to deal with. We have a high-priority mission ahead of us and a lot to do to get ready.
Get your shit together,
We're gonna have a pretty big problem if I can't count on the bridge staff. To say nothing of the rank and file.
Alcoholic.
Oh. Drink?
Heck yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Your predecessor, Commander Sutherland, is missed. But for all the adoration of the crew, including the senior staff, I just couldn't rely on him. He would question, undermine me in front of the crew. I sometimes think they still hear his voice. That sort of thing is a way of lingering.
It's all in your head.
And you can't argue with a ghost.
Maybe it's you, not the crew, that still hears the voice of Commander Sutherland. You need to let go of it.
I don't know. Maybe I am holding them back.
How can you or the crew move forward that way?
You're right. Now, this won't be easy. But I'm glad I have you here with me.
Glad to be here, Captain.
And despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart. So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermot, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
Don't drink your...
On second thought, better to keep my wits about me.
Of course.
Don't drink your cheap whiskey.
Ready or not, here we go.
Wow, everyone looks pissed.
All departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit. Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
Docking clamps that exploded 5 minutes ago are suddenly
Thrusters ahead, Mr.
completely
Hendar.
operational. It would have been funny if the warp engine like broke that window and everyone got blown into space.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Me? Helm. Do it.
Nicely done.
Whoa. Careful.
Thank you. I'm fine. Really,
You don't look fine.
Oh, my mood ring is red.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
Commander, help me get her inside.
This is better. That was a terrible line for Spock.
Well, that was quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on her, but she'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your duridium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before. You're...
rare. I know.
I was going to say special. Your people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the duridium you need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet, and managed to thrive. I imagine the responsibility must be overwhelming. Maybe even a burden at times.
Can be difficult. It's who I am. Let's see. Yes. I don't know on this one. It's not really a negative choice. I'm assuming just who I am. Be kind of arrogant about it. Yeah, we'll do that one.
I know what it means. And I know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's exactly right. And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake. My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit. He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind. which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake. What concerns me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery. The major innovation. Something he can put his name on. But the more the time passes and the further out of reach it gets, the more risk he'll be willing to take. People become blinded by their own ambition. I've seen it happen before.
We're gonna go with no risk, no reward. Kind of the
We all have to
nonchalant.
chase our dreams, don't we?
Yeah, man.
We need to take some risks.
all
Isn't
good.
that why we joined Starfleet?
But not at the expense of other people's lives. It's too high a price to pay. I have to admit,
Awesome.
I was concerned when I heard what happened on the bridge. You just followed Solano's orders despite having better options in front of you.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
It's a small ship.
I know.
And everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of Duridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
Understood.
Then, my work here is done.
Look at her. She's already thinking of mutiny.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be lurking outside of sickbay. I didn't want to intrude, so it felt more appropriate to wait out here. We were all worried about you. Or I should say I was. I wasn't sure what was happening at first. But then I realized it was your condition.
You didn't come to gloat?
You sure you didn't come here to gloat? Remind me that you saw this coming the moment I stepped on board.
Make no mistake, I like being right. And I won't be quiet about it when I am.
Shut up and do your job.
But it didn't happen at the worst time. You made it through that. So I guess I was wrong. And a bit of a jerk. You trusted my intuition earlier, with the deflector pulse. I felt I should thank you for that.
Well, thank you for coming. Even though you didn't have to.
I wanted to.
We'll probably get through one more chapter here. And probably call it a night.
Complete the diagnostic sequence, and this shuttle will be cleared for service.
Yes, sir.
Storm in the Hotari region will interfere with our transporters, so we need all available shuttlecraft in working order.
Excuse me, Commander Chobak.
Petty Officer Maris, I will leave you to your work.
I stopped by sickbay and saw Nili. I figured you'd want to know.
You mad? How were injuries? We did how were injuries last time, I think. Let's go. Is she mad?
Did she say anything about... Is she mad at me for going in the hatch first?
She had some choice words. I tried to smooth things over, but I think you're gonna have to make things right with her yourself. Dr. Duval said she'll be back on duty soon, though.
Come on. I have to run the final diagnostic.
This time we have to make sure we don't end
I
up
can't
with
stay
her.
long. I've got a long to-do list before we get to Hotari, and things are piling on faster than I can check them off. We're making all our last-minute checks and security, too.
Trying to be
Tactical
dismissive.
and
I don't want to
security
keep
are
you.
short-staffed.
Hey, you don't have to keep me company. If you got things to do, go do them.
No. I'm here because of my to-do list.
Oh?
There are some things that never seem to have the right time. So why not now? I had a chance to think about this while I was away. Then you and Nili almost got killed out on the hull. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it. Or worse.
Did I do something wrong?
Wait. Are you angry at me or something?
Oh, no, not that. I'm sorry. I'm probably making too big of a deal here. What I'm trying to say is, We've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
They're my feelings. Of course I'm sure. I know what I'm asking, which is why I'm being direct. I like you, Carter. And I think there could be something more for us.
2 or 3. Not sure how I feel. I think better. We're better as friends, probably. Or we could be a dick about it and say number 2. Probably number 3. 3, alright.
I think we should keep things the way they are. You're one of my best friends, and you mean so much to me, and I don't want to risk losing that. I really don't.
I understand.
Aww. Awkward.
I just don't want this to be weird now.
It is weird. Get out.
Millie saw it coming. She said it might make things uncomfortable if I said something. And that's the last thing I want. You're important to me, if that wasn't obvious.
You said that? She crazy?
She really said that? You talked about it with her?
Who else would I talk to about this?
Fair enough.
Level 1 diagnostic complete.
I don't suppose we can forget this conversation happened. Just don't make too many jokes about it, okay?
Aww.
Approaching the rendezvous point outside Atari space.
Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
Ionic interference surging, Captain.
Shield integrity holding.
We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types. I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering. Losing.
I can't get it any clearer.
It won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening.
Power up the tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
That would be a better option.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Diaz.
Come on, Diaz. I outrank you, but I don't want to look bad if this
First
goes
thing,
wrong.
Lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation. We're pulling in debris.
I'm on it. gonna take out the shuttle. There's the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our shields take it?
I believe so.
Commander Rydek, plot an intercept course.
On it.
Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17. 200 meters on an intercept course.
Maneuvering.
Got it.
Whoa! Someone's working hard on the bridge.
Good job, Rodriguez. It's a new Trek game. They sure made it look like Nemesis era. Yeah, that's the one good thing about the game.
We're on our way down to meet them.
They did a good job recreating the TNG era stuff.
Terra Firma.
I mean, they obviously gave the bridge a window, but that's okay.
Ambassador Spock.
Otherwise, they did a good job.
The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
We have to ask him how he feels. That should insult him.
That was a bumpy ride. Are you all right, sir?
There are some elements of space travel that I would prefer to have left in my youth. But I am, at present, unharmed by the ordeal. It appears I have you to thank for my safe arrival. Your assistance arrived not a moment too soon, if I may say so.
Doing my job.
All in a day's work, Ambassador. This is what I'm here for.
Quite dutifully. We thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such.
None of the options have been really insulting yet.
The storm has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all, even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies. What do you make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice,
it's probably the
we
storm.
find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
Take readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical. Petty Officer...
Carter Diaz. Sir.
Thank you.
Ambassador Spock.
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard. I'd like to get right to it. We're already behind.
We'll get through the this chapter.
Ambassador Spock, my senior staff. It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past. You're right, Ambassador.
Let's focus on the future.
Choice of words.
But you're a legend. I think probably let's focus on the future. We need your experience last time. So 1 or 2. I'm thinking probably 2. I think calling him I don't know. Or would calling him a legend just annoy him more? Not really a bad choice for this one either. You guys get to decide this one. Two.
We're all curious about the future, Ambassador. Specifically, what exactly are we getting involved in here?
We got the basics from Starfleet.
You can have the next one, Thomas.
Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
Indeed, and the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour. Elydia and Hotari. The Elydians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon. It is rich in dilithium, and for decades, the Hotari and the Elydians have shared a mining operation there. The Elydians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force. The stability of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently. The Hotari have suddenly and forcefully seized control of the mining operations and expelled the Elydians from their system. That is the official story, as told by the Hotari when they requested Federation mediation. But the details remain scant. Communications between all parties have been limited by the ionic interference.
Alright, Thomas, this one's yours. 1, 2, or 3. Have the Elydians retaliated? Can the Hotari hold the mines? Or how did this happen? Honestly, on this one, it doesn't really seem like there's much of a bad choice here. 3.
How is it the Hotari were able to turn the tables and take the mines against superior forces, especially after decades in this arrangement?
Unclear. The answer to that question may be the key to a new, lasting peace, and one that I hope we can uncover during these negotiations. But it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Elydian fleet if this escalates to open war. Left unchecked, this conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Let them die.
Clearly, the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
Maybe we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited.
They don't want peace.
And for the Hotari,
it'd still be exploited. I agree with Solano. We can't agree with it, Captain. That's definitely off the table.
That is correct.
Probably they don't want peace. Because 2 means we're concerned about them being exploited. I think we should just be on a war stance.
The Hotari just won their independence. It's hard to believe they would give that up just for profit.
I agree. It would be exceedingly difficult to bring the Hotari to that position.
Neither the Illidians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention. In the past, the Federation has relied on the Illidians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
Federation sources its dilithium from a lot of
That
places.
gives us leverage. We won't be trusted. I guess we're culpable. I think we did leverage last time. So probably 2 or 3. Maybe. I don't know. I would probably say 3. The way is killing me.
So we've already played a part in this.
Unfortunately, that is indeed the case, Commander Rydek.
We're morally obligated to make this right.
Hold on. Our only obligation is to negotiate the peaceful resolution of this conflict.
Given the Federation's involvement in the
Ah,
Illuminati
boo.
trade, Captain Solano and I
I'm guessing there's
make
just
every
no way
effort
to get
appear
Spock to
neutral in
not
these
like us in this
negotiations.
conversation.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the Ion Storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Illidian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Commander Westbrook is correct.
They won't dare
Energy
attack us. This
anomalies
buys
around
us
the
some
Hotari
time. It's a
systems
perfect
have been
storm.
noted
I
in
don't
the
remember
past.
what we picked last time.
But they have never been observed on the orders of magnitude we have seen in recent weeks.
I think we did a perfect storm last time. And there's really no bad negative choice on this one. I think it's probably we should just go with 1. They won't.
The field isn't level. We have the backing of the entire Federation. Either of these forces would be foolish to attack us.
That's probably what the Illidians thought too.
We are here because we are up to the task at hand.
All the more reason to learn as much about the energy anomaly while we can. We do not want to be caught at a disadvantage, should the situation escalate. So I trust we understand our circumstances.
We're operating on a strict timetable here, and we're going to be leaving for the negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Ambassador Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
You're standing right in front of the door. You would think that the door would just be like
There are
opening and
limits to what
closing
Captain
nonstop this
Solano
entire
and I
time.
can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer,
I think I might have Thomas on
would not
that
be
one.
bound by those restrictions.
I think I did go in first
Commander
last time.
Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes, where they may be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
She certainly goes her own way. Maybe that helps in this case.
We did I'm not a
It would be
diplomat last
unconventional.
time.
but I'm not
So
opposed to it.
it's either gonna be I'm honored or whatever it takes. I mean, again, there isn't really a negative choice on this one. And we're gonna go with whatever it takes.
I'm perfectly happy to work outside the lines.
There we go.
And by extension, you will be doing your duty, Commander.
Just not too far outside the lines. Well, I hope Commander Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
You have to set the commander up as a rogue Starfleet officer, and that makes it more believable that she mutinies later on. Alright, guys. Since we're in a new chapter, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here for the night. How are we doing though? And reaffirmed. Doesn't really say there. I tried linking the last game we did to where you can do your choices and check online at the different whatever you want to call it, but it didn't work out. It kept saying it was a bad code, so maybe next time we'll figure that out. Actually try it right now. Choices. StarTrek.com. Very quick jump into here. Put the screen up in a second if it actually works this time. God. Yes. Like can't be. W. Don't. Spelled it right. I need to put the HTTP in front. Okay, so yeah, for some reason it doesn't even work. The website's not even available. Did I spell it right? ECCOUNT. Okay. Oh, /link. Do that last. Yeah, it still says the website's not available. Wonderful. Alright, let's try Star Trek Resurgence. Maybe we can do it from the actual website. Resurgence, our choices, email address. I'm pretty sure I signed up for this. Sign in with Google. Okay, that. Yeah, all right, start to unlock this feature. Start playing to unlock this. I did start playing to unlock this feature. Plot 2. So there's nowhere to actually enter the code. Annoying. I wonder if you have to be signed in while you're playing once you start the game, because it's annoying. Huh. Alright, so we can't check anyway. I have no idea how this works. I'll try scanning the QR code one of these days, but not tonight. Alright guys, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Tomorrow we'll definitely do a stream since I don't actually have anything going on tomorrow. Probably just play some Mahjong for a little while and then get back to this probably this weekend. But anyway, that's it for me. We'll see you later, and have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye.